Hi, welcome back to Insuring Hotels, Motels, and Other Types of Accommodation Risks. In this video, we're going to talk about business auto coverage, how to structure it. It's fairly cut and dried and fairly simple, but there are still a few nuances that underwriters, agents, and brokers should keep in mind when they go about structuring a commercial auto insurance program for these types of accounts. So welcome back. Welcome back to Insuring Hotels and Other Types of Accommodation Risks. In this video, we're going to spend a little bit of time to talk about commercial auto coverage issues that prop up with hotels from time to time. Both the Business Auto Coverage Form CA0001 and the Motor Carriers Coverage Form CA0020 are well suited for hotels, motels, and similar types of risk. There's a thought that motor carrier coverage is only for truckers, but it can really be used for any type of business auto coverage exposures. And although both forms deal pretty well with exposures for hotels, there is some modification that may be needed with some special hazards or exposures. Even if a hotel business does not have any owned autos, there still could be some higher to non-owned liability exposures. Three particular areas where they would need some level of auto coverage would be to cover valet parking service, employees running errands with their own vehicles, and even parking lots and garages. Let's take a quick look at the general liability auto exclusion. The GL policy excludes BI or PD arising out of the ownership, maintenance, use, and I think use is an important word, or entrustment to others of any aircraft, auto, or watercraft owned or operated by, and I think operated by can be a key word here, or rented or loaned to any insured, and that includes loading and unloading. The type of auto I'm thinking about are the guest autos where they're utilizing valet service provided by the hotel. Would this exclusion apply? I think it very well could apply to any vehicles that are being left with the hotel for valet parking. And many hotels would have a need for some type of garage keepers coverage, even for private parking lots that they operate specifically, exclusively to their operation. Any pay for parking operations such as parking lots or parking garages on the premises. And like I mentioned earlier, valet parking operations that are run by maybe their own employees or even most likely contracted out to private contractors. Garage keepers coverage can be provided on any auto policy utilizing the ISO endorsement CA 9937, which is entitled Garage Keepers Coverage. With Garage Keepers Coverage, you will have an event limit which covers all the damage up to that limit for any single event. You can have a separate limit for comprehensive and a separate limit for collision. It used to be that Garage Keepers coverage on the comprehensive perils had both a per vehicle limit and an event limit. However, they've done away with the per vehicle limit for comprehensive. And then deductibles are applied against comprehensive on both a per vehicle basis and an overall event aggregate. And the event aggregate is the most that the insured would have to pay if there was multiple cars damaged. And a collision deductible is a separate deductible as well, and it is basically on just a per vehicle deductible. There are three different coverage triggers for garage keepers coverage. The first is legal liability, which covers anything that the insured would be legally liable for damage to a customer's vehicle. Second would be direct primary coverage, which basically covers without regard to whether or not the insured is liable. And the third, which is kind of clear as mud, is called direct excess coverage. Under direct excess coverage, for the most part, coverage remains applicable on a legal liability basis, but it also applies without regard to legal liability on an excess basis over any other collectible insurance, regardless of whether that insurance covers you or any other insured's interest or the interest of the customer's auto or owner. That brings us to the end of this video. If you have any questions about the subject matter in this video, please leave them in the comments section below or email us at richard.uwresource@cox.net. Remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.